bold journalism,
But Drew Hernandez is a strong-minded individual.
exposing lawlessness,
Drew Hernandez, who is ideological,
finding the truth,
and use the word Antifa.
This is what they do.
battling
They're
mainstream
liars. The woke mob, all they can do is lie.
These are the front lines.
Welcome to Frontlines. I am your host, Drew Hernandez. Listen, I tell you guys this all the time. You could never be woke enough. You never bow down to the woke mob because it will never be enough for these people. And when these companies go woke, they ultimately go broke, even when they try to appease the mob. So stop doing that. But, they'll never learn. And we've got a prime example of that today after a Philadelphia coffee house known for being a queer-owned business can't handle the demands from woke employees. So they're shutting down, and we're heading into clown world as well today, you guys. I'll break down some of the most outrageous, ridiculous woke-tard headlines from the past week. But a quick reminder for all of my viewers and listeners, there is still time to sign up for TPUSA Student Action Summit in Tampa, Florida. It's happening July 22nd through the 24th. You can hear from awesome speakers like Senator Ted Cruz, Fox News' Greg Gutfeld, and many, many other big names. And you'll also get a chance to see me in action on Media Row. We will be filming episodes of Frontlines. You can come meet me and others and the team and the squad and mingle with other like-minded individuals. Right now, use code DREW for 25%. That's DREW off your ticket. You don't want to miss this huge gathering of patriots. And also to all my thought criminals out there, Frontlines is now available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and other streaming services. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a 5-star review right now. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe, smash that like button, hit the notification bell, and share this video everywhere. Do it right now. YouTube, they want you to be lazy. Don't do it later. Do it now. But if you're watching on Facebook, Twitter, or anywhere else, please reshare this transmission now. My name is Drew Hernandez, and you are now on the front lines. All right, here we go. This comes from Libs of TikTok. Shout out to her. She's launched her own website. She's posting articles, breaking news, not just on Twitter because they want to take her down on there, but she's launching stories, breaking news on her website, libsoftiktok.com. Go visit that. Shout out to her. This story comes directly from her. A queer-owned business shut down by employees for not being woke enough. Mina's World, a cafe in Philadelphia that prided itself in being queer-owned, has officially closed its doors after a woke employee revolt and backlash. Wow, could anybody have guessed that? Could anybody have guessed that you could never appease the woke mob and these people will want more and suck the life out of you because that's all they ever do, and it'll never be enough until you're erased from society. It's never enough. It'll never be enough. Employees have claimed owners are anti-black, okay? Anti-black gentrifiers. Gentrifier is a woke term used to describe those who purposely contribute to the displacement of low-income families, accusing them of being anti-black and oppressors of people of color, pushing them further and further and further down the economic ladder totem pole because all black and brown people are just oppressed. It's never enough. It's never enough with these people. Prior to the allegations from employees, one of the owners spoke to Bon Appetit, which is a cooking and recipe website, about the opening of Mina's World and said when she worked at different coffee shops, white ownership neglected to protect their black and trans employees. Now, 2 years later, employees of Mina's World have put out a public statement where they claimed they were suffering from a plethora of systemic woes as a result of the alleged gentrification, including employer opposition and anti-blackness. As if it couldn't get any worse, the employees also demanded that the owners redistribute the business to them. Reparations. You know what? We are oppressed brown people, indigenous people, black people. We're oppressed. We can't get ahead in life. So you hired us and that's not enough. It's not enough to give us a job. We want your business. Give us what you own. Give us what you have. give us your entire business. Why? Because we're oppressed. We're oppressed black and brown people. So we just are entitled to everything the white people have. We want everything you have. That's what these people result to because they're communists, okay? They're totalitarians. These are people that believe in literally just taking whatever they believe they're entitled to or they set their eyes on. These covetous, idolatrous psychopaths is what these people are. Oh, they're so oppressed. And I'm just so oppressed because I'm black and I'm brown. And oh my God, I'm in the United States of America. And every single white person I see just has it out to get me and to stop me. It's like, how the hell do you even get a job? How do you even have a job in this country? How do you even have a platform in this country? If you're so oppressed as a black, brown, or indigenous person, a POC, please explain to me, 1, how you have a job, 2, how you have a platform, and 3, that you're literally not being silenced and suppressed by some white supremacist organization in this country. That's how these people literally live their lives, and they communicate to the public that that's reality. But we know these people don't deal with reality. They gaslight, they lie, they cultivate these phobias. Everything's always a freaking phobia with these people because they're scared of everything and they demand everything. Here's some of the stuff that workers were putting out statements. I believe this was on Instagram, wherever on social media or their website. Here's the first statement, worker statement. We are facing systemic employer opposition, manipulation, abuse of power, exploitation, anti-blackness, ableism, hostility, and complete disregard for our livelihoods. Yeah, but they gave you a damn job. Oh, they're disregarding our livelihoods, but yeah, they're giving us paychecks. They gave us a job, but they're disregarding my livelihood because I'm an oppressed black or brown person. Give me a break. Gosh, these people are annoying. Like, I swear, dude, like every time I see these stories, I'm like, dude, you live in America. America has its problems, but I guarantee you as a black or brown person, you will infinitely make a greater livelihood for you and your family in this country, period. Period, dude. But, you know, everything's racist, so I got to tone it down, right? Let me go into SJW leftist Drew mode. Everything's racist, guys. Don't you know that black and brown people, that they're just oppressed and they're lower, they're super low on the totem pole in society? That's who these people are? Get it right, Drew. Now I sound more like them, like these multiple personalities. Anyways, here's the second statement. List of grievances, example, anti-blackness in a multitude of forms and occasions. Exploitation of labor and denial of promised wage increases, abuse of power, etc. I don't know. Maybe you're not getting a wage increase because you woke hard, stupid people backed a puppet president that is destroying and decimating the economy. I don't know. Maybe there's someone in office right now that's kind of destroying everything and that's why you're not getting a raise. These people don't think about anything. Okay? They don't put 2 and 2 together. It's just always the same thing. I'm not getting a pay increase. I'm oppressed. But we gave you a job. No, I'm black. I'm oppressed. But come on, like we're trying to help you here. We have mass inflation and people can't afford to pay for their families and baby formula. We're running out of everything. We're trying to help you as much as we can. No, you are not increasing my pay because I'm black, because I'm brown. It sounds absurd, doesn't it? I sound obnoxious as hell right now, but that's literally who these people are. Literally, on a daily basis, when you hire people like this is what you're going to face in corporate America. There's no putting the genie back in the bottle, man. This gay, queer SJW genie that's popped out and is just ruining and invading and poisoning everything from entertainment to politics and education, and you freaking name it. Oh, put the gay queer genie back in the bottle. Please, please. Well, here's another statement. Here are their list of demands. Example, public acknowledgement and accountability for grievances and harm caused. Immediate payment to staff that have had payment withheld, including back pay. Owners redistribute. Here comes the commies, dude. That owners redistribute the business and begin the process of transforming the business into a cooperative. That's where the commies come in They just want everything you have, you know, and their excuse, this is the cultural Marxism, you know, tied with the traditional Marxism, which was all economic, not so much invading culture, politics, religion, and all that. This is like in its full glory, where it's like, we're oppressed and poor, we have no money, we should all be equal. Give us all your money, business owner. Anti-capitalist thieves is what it is. These people are thieves. They want to steal and take what you've built because they're lazy and they're losers. They're idolaters. They're covetous. It's kind of like the totality of communism, if you ask me. It's doctrines of demons. I'm just saying. Well, here's a video that's been since deleted by some of these woke employees that caused this woke business to eat itself alive and shut down. Take a look.
This is Sonam.
And Kate from Nina's World. We're going live as part of a radical accountability process. We're complicit in the gentrification and anti-blackness on 52nd Street. We put our community at risk with our presence, as well as our workers.
Oh, please, give me a break.
And particularly, this was highlighted by an action from us, and we are here to take responsibility for that inaction and for the harm that we caused. With the guidance of the workers and Black and Brown Workers Collective, we're trying to raise funds to buy the business and turn it over to our staff. As the owners of the space, we put our workers in harm's way each day that we're open, and we want to recognize that harm and want to uplift their concerns and needs. We want to be accountable for our complicitness and our complicitness with gentrification and our engagement with anti-blackness in that gentrification.
In that space.
And in that space, yeah.
The workers of Nina's World deserve so much more. They have worked beyond their means. They have made the space what it is, and our ultimate goal is to return the space to them and give them the shop that they truly deserve to have. And what we're asking you to do right now is to stay tuned for a funder so that
okay,
we can
take
raise
these
the
people
funds
off.
to
This
turn
is
over
just this is like lowering the IQ of my viewers and listeners listening to these people. I'm sorry, but I got to show you these people because they're real. They're real NPCs that are destroying this country. I'm sorry. I apologize to the viewers. I know your IQ was probably lowered a couple points, but let's move past these people, okay? But this is representing a small minority, but with a huge voice in this country. These people are starting to kind of represent corporate America because they're the ones that corporate America puts up in the forefront and pours millions of dollars into, like Disney and Lucasfilms and these massive corporations. They kind of want you to think that they're the majority. Those people are not the majority. They're the minority. There's more of us than them. They're scared of us. That's why everything's a phobia. So don't let these people make you feel discouraged. Yeah, get a little pissed off, get passionate and say, yeah, you know what? That's not going to be our America. We're not going to have a bunch of woke-tards running this country, driving it into the ground, destroying all capital and all independent finance and everything that's owned by an autonomous individual, and just run it straight into the ground and just give it to everyone that claims to be oppressed. That's not reality, but my God. Speaking of woke-tards, okay, Thor: Love and Thunder is going to drop Friday, I believe, officially tomorrow or tonight at midnight, depending on when you're watching this. This is Thursday, July 7th at the time of this taping. So Natalie Portman has been doing a lot of media because she's now Lady Thor, female Thor. And she's been getting interviewed. I'm going to show you guys a couple, maybe one of the clips, but here's the Daily Wire. I love that. Apparently, Natalie Portman boasts that new Thor: Love and Thunder film is the gayest Marvel movie yet. Okay, Natalie Portman, Padme from Star Wars prequel trilogy is now priding that the new Thor: Love and Thunder movie is the gayest Marvel movie yet. Now, we know that Disney has come out and said, we have a not-so-secret gay agenda, but this is just cringe, and it's literally retarded. Let me show you why. Actress Natalie Portman last week boasted that Thor: Love and Thunder is the Marvel Cinematic Universe's MCU gayest film to date, Film critic Andrew Friend asked Portman, who stars in the movie, if it is the gayest movie ever made in the MCU. And she said, "I love that reading of it." The actress responded with a smile. "Yes, I love that. I mean, you're flying on rainbows, or am I imagining it?" Friend asked. She responded and said, "I mean, that is the core of the comics," Natalie Portman argued. "I feel like that's where it all started. It's very true to the source material, I think." Fred later gushed that he thought the movie was awesome, adding, "and I loved how gay it was." A rather rough review of the film published by The Hollywood Reporter noted that the so-called queer inclusion in the Thor Love and Thunder, which is set to hit theaters tomorrow, Friday, July 8th, even the inclusion, he said, of queer characters, Valkyrie pines for the love of her lost warrior sister, Korg, reveals that his species mates with other males to make baby rock monsters. Hell yeah, Disney! That's what I was asking for. That's what I wanted to see out of the Marvel MCU universe. That's what I wanted from Thor. I wanted to see homosexuals making gay baby rock monsters. Isn't that what you guys wanted? That's what I asked for. That's exactly what I wanted out of Disney. Obviously, I'm being sarcastic. What the hell is this? Gosh. He said it seems more like pandering representation than anything vitally grounded in the storytelling. Film critic David Rooney wrote, here's the thing. It's like, Natalie Portman, man, I don't know, man. I grew up loving her, especially in the Star Wars prequels. I think every young guy had a huge crush on her, growing up. And it's just so sad to see these people just go full woke and just ruin their entire identities over this stupid crap. It's like, what do you mean the source material? Obviously, she has no idea what she's talking about. It's like, oh, yes, the light bridge in Thor, it's rainbows. So that means it's gay. Yes, that's what we were communicating. That's what the comics were trying to say. All the original comics, anything with a rainbow in it just means gay. Yes, that's where we're at right now. Oh my gosh, Natalie Portman, you have let me down. You have let us down. I mean, even more woke-tardness from Natalie Portman as she's on her press run for the release of Thor: Love and Thunder. Here's a clip of her. She was asked about her opinion on Roe v. Wade, and this is just brutal. My God, take a look.
I think there's, been a war declared on women. And I think that the only bright thing that we can do to make this into a positive thing is for it to be a completely new step in the movement and a complete, this is only inspiring to us to completely change our tactics, completely change our goals, and completely change our thinking. What we took for granted is not ours to take for granted, and it's unfortunate. And I wish we weren't here, of course, and I definitely feel despair, like so many people do. But I also feel like resolve strengthened and motivated more than ever. So I think this is going to be a real turning point in the movement.
Oh, hey, no, that wasn't for Turning Point USA. Just got to make that clear on the show, okay? But dude, it's like, I clearly have no idea what the hell I'm talking about. I don't even know what to say right now. I just know if I say close to the right thing that, maybe all the NPCs will be happy with me. I mean, she's an actress, and I think she's a good actress. She can at least try and fake it. At least try. It reminds me of, remember that little video of that little kid where he's like, and I know, talking to his mommy, and I know because I do that, and maybe it's, maybe we should, and I, that little kid stuttering, talking to his, that was what I saw in that video. She has no idea what she's talking about. She has no clue what she's saying, okay? And these are the people, these are the useful idiots that the commie regime right now in 2022 uses. in the far left to prop these people up to further program the minds of millions of young NPCs in this country. My goodness. Keep your children away from these people. When we come back, I'll take you further into clown world. So stay with us.
Yes, we're going to take your AR-15, your AK-47.
Abortion, I salute you! Women, if you need an abortion, get one!
You said police defund! Defund!
Freedom is never more than one generation away from extinction. It must be fought for, protected, and handed on to the next generation. Activate freedom. Join Patriot Mobile.
Alrighty, we are back. Let's go further into clown world. For those of you that can handle it, let's go. Here's an article from the Post-Millennial. This is very concerning. President Biden's cross-dressing, puppy playing, that's puppy kink, Office of Nuclear Energy Chief defended a website that prostituted underage boys. Underage boys. This is who's currently in the President Biden administration. All right, would you look at that? Wow. Amazing. Let's go, Brandon. Okay, well, here are some details. According to the Post-Millennial, the new Office of Nuclear Energy Deputy Assistant Samuel Brinton, who is widely known for showing off his puppy play kink, is now being outed for previously defending a gay prostitution website that allowed advertising of children for sexual services. In 2015, Brinton wrote an op-ed for the National Pulse defending the website. I don't want to put this on my show. I don't want people to go look this up, but it's disgusting. Just go check out the Post-Millennial article on this. The federal government was trying to shut this website down for obvious reasons, and Brinton, a President Biden administration employee, called that an assault. He called that the attempt to shut down the website from the feds. He called that an assault on some of the most vulnerable members of the LGBTQ plus community. Gee, I wonder why. I wonder why. Does anybody want to take a guess as to what that means to this guy? It means the pedos. That's what it means. The vulnerable pedos. They're not monsters because they're attracted to children. Just as long as they don't act on it, they're good people. Yeah, that's who this guy's talking about. That's just my opinion. I don't know. What do I know? He wrote that the website that was being taken down by the feds, that's a pedo website, wasn't harming anyone, and a federal raid on the headquarters of this website was due to irresponsible views of sex work and skewed views of sex work. They just don't understand us. They don't understand sex work. It's okay, according to these people. It's okay for little boys. It's okay for little girls to be sexually exploited. It's okay for them to want to sell their bodies and have sex with older people because, I mean, that's love and tolerance and progression, isn't it? What have I been telling you guys on this show? That's how this stuff is going to come. They're going to say, it's what the kids want. It's what the kids want. The kids want to have sex with adults. So, I mean, we're all liberals, so that should be okay, right? No, it's not okay. It's wrong. It's evil. It's pedophilic. But these people hide behind the pride flag because you're supposed to just be accepting and tolerant. And if you don't, you're a bigot. It's only going to get worse from here, ladies and gentlemen. I can guarantee you that. This guy is disgusting. Literally disgusting. Let's go further in a clown world. A gaming convention, Libs of TikTok posted this. A gaming convention that is taking place in Indiana is having a BIPOC lounge. Okay? A lounge, an exclusive area which is only for BIPOC attendees to use. I want to try and read what these people are saying. Some of what they posted. The BIPOC Lounge is a dedicated space for BIPOC attendees to connect, relax, network, and utilize for career-focused endeavors. with the intention to build, assist, and provide resources for the growth of the community. We encourage BIPOC attendees to visit the space. This space was created to follow through on our goals of spotlighting underrepresented voices. Oh, yeah, bringing segregation back like it's 1952 or something. Yeah, that's progression. That's progression. Way to go, left. Bunch of woke-tard morons. Yeah, we're going to bring segregation back. Separate all the black people. Separate all the homosexuals. Separate all the brown people. Keep all the whites out. You know, maybe we should just segregate the water fountains next. Who knows? Yes, because they're so oppressed. They're oppressed. Let's bring it back. That's progress. That's taking down racism. That's taking down discrimination and segregation. Let's just bring it back. I can't, dude. I just can't. It's just so crazy that these people think that they're fighting against racism and the establishment when they're literally the idiots bringing it back. They're the real racists. Oh my gosh. Speaking of clown world, Beetlejuice, Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot, has been out complaining about toxicity in public discourse just days after saying Clarence Thomas. Let's be careful with our public discourse to make sure we're not too divisive. We don't want another shooting to take place, or we don't want people to get violent with each other. But Miss Mayor Lori Lightfoot, weren't you just saying Clarence Thomas like a couple days ago? Don't worry about that. You just shut up and sit down. And let me be a person of color that is going to do whatever the hell she wants. Oh, and I'm a lesbian. And all white people are bad. But I'm married to one. Well, I know. Take a look at this clip. Just see it for yourself.
The toxicity in our public discourse is a thing that I think we should all be concerned about, right? And it's ironic, obviously, that we're having this conversation and what happened on Independence Day. You know, we're not like a lot of other countries where their version of Independence Day is marked with, you know, troops and tanks. And no, what we do in the United States is we come together as a community.
If you read Clarence Thomas' concurrence, he said, "Thank you, Clarence Thomas."
Oh, where's my clown emoji? Boom. Maybe we can put that in later. Literal clowns. I mean, these people, we know the answer to this, right? Rules for thee, but not for me. They are these communists. These people have this God complex. They believe they could literally do and say anything. But if you do it, you're a domestic terrorist. You're a divider of this country. You're evil. You're the one with hate speech. You're the one that's going to get people killed and hurt in this country. But, you know, these politicians, they always do this. They always do this because they have a God complex and they believe they could literally do whatever they want. But you can't because you're a peasant, all right? You're a peon, especially if you're white, according to these people. You just have no say in anything. But you're the racist, not them. You're the divider, not them. We're bringing healing back to this country, right? Since 2021, the adults are back. The adults are back in charge. We're bringing healing and unity back to the United States. But Clarence Thomas, I just cannot with these people anymore. Keep your children away from these people. You know, keep your family away from these people. This goes beyond politics. This is just evil doctrines of demons, these divisive losers that have a God complex and think they could just do whatever the heck they want. Keep your family close. Keep them safe. That's probably the best advice I could give right now. Alrighty, guys. Well, it's been fun hanging out with you. Remember, SAS is coming up. Please make sure to use my promo code DREW, D-R-E-W. Come hang out with me. I will see you guys in Tampa, Florida, July 22nd through the 24th. Come hang out. We will be filming live episodes of Frontlines. Love you guys very much. Stay safe with your family. And also, Always remember to stay free. My name is Drew Hernandez, and these are the Frontlines. I'll see you on the next one.